right, we have reached our destination for today. Today we're going to explore the Chained Rock Trail here at Pine Mountain State Park in Pineville, Kentucky. But before we go down that trail, I want to go up here to the Overlook and show you guys this amazing view. As you can see, the trail goes up the hill there, so we're going up there and take a look. Well, here's that view I was telling you about. It's kind of a rainy, foggy, misty morning, but this view is still absolutely breathtaking. And down below us is a little town of Pineville, Kentucky. It's quite a historic town. If you see that road going through there, that's US 25E. But during the early days of Kentucky, that would have been the Wilderness Road. Now, Pineville was originally known as Cumberland Ford because it was the only place you could cross the Cumberland River for 100 miles in either direction. And during the early settlement of Kentucky, thousands of people came this way. All right, let's go get on the Chained Rock Trail and see what we can see. All right, we are on the Chained Rock Trail now. We've just come down that set of stairs. I wanted to show you this. Here's some signs that show you which way to go. Now, be careful on this trail. There's 2 or 3 trails that come in here, and if you're not paying attention, you could end up on the wrong trail. As you can see, Chained Rock goes down to the left, and that's the way we're going to go on our adventure. So there's the trail we need to take. Let's head on down that way. All right, we've come down the trail a ways, and I wanted to show you this. Look at that tree growing out of that rock. And then there's another big mountain laurel growing above that. That is very cool. Also wanted to point out that along the trail, I have seen a lot of these benches. And the whole time we've been walking here, we've been going downhill. So I would suspect that coming back out of here, it's going to be all uphill. And that's probably why there's so many of these benches. So make sure you note where the benches are so you can pace yourself when you go to come up out of here. Well, the road leads on down that way, so let's head on. Well, we've come a little ways down from that rock, and as you can see, we have found our first set of steps. And there's another one of those benches just down the way here. All right, let's walk on down the steps and see what we can see. Well, we finally made it to the bottom of all those steps, and we're at another intersection. As you can see, the trail goes off to the right to Laurel Cove, but our trail heads on down the mountain some more. Look at that rock, oh my gosh. There's a bench there, and the pedestal for what I suspect at one time was probably a water fountain. It is super quiet here today. I haven't seen a single person on this trail yet today. Well, the trail's out before us, so let's move along. Well, we're almost to Chained Rock, and I wanted to show you this. This is the trail. Now, it's been pretty good up to this point, but all through here, it's really rocky and uneven. So if you come this way, be careful. And if you bring children, be especially careful. Keep an eye on them, because those rocks are slick and they're very uneven. But we're headed right up that way. We're almost there, so let's move on along. Well, we've made it to the rock. I wanted to show you the trail coming through there again. It's really rough, but that's not the half of it. Got these little footholds that take you to that suspended staircase there, and there's a little trail that goes along the edge of that rock. So again, folks, definitely be careful. All right, I can't do this and hold the camera at the same time, so I'll meet you guys up on the rock. Well, we made it to the top of the steps. And here's that trail. As you can see, not much there. And if you slide off, it's a long way down there. So be careful around here, folks. But I'll tell you what, the view is definitely worth it. All right, we're not quite to the Chained Rock yet, so we're going to go ahead and move along. Okay, here we are at the famous Chained Rock. Now some of you are asking, why is there a chain on that rock? Well, the locals would have you believe that they had to chain that rock up so that it wouldn't smash Pineville down below there. But in reality, they just wanted a tourist attraction. And in that capacity, this has succeeded immensely. This is one of the most traveled trails here in the park, and it is one of the most well-known trails in this part of the country. All right, well, let's see if we can climb around here a little bit and get a better look. All right, here's a good view of the chain. Now let me tell you a little bit about the chain. The chain weighs 3,000 pounds and is 101 feet long. Each one of the links weighs 7 pounds. Now, this was brought up here in the 1930s by the Boy Scouts and some other local organizations, and they had to cut this chain in half, and they had 2 4-mule teams drag it up the mountain here. Now, the mules wore out before they got all the way out here, so the people with the mules drug the chain the rest of the way out here. Now, once they got this chain out here, they had to weld it back together, and then they hand drilled the holes for the bolts there and concreted them in. So this chain has been out here on this rock for almost 90 years. And let me give you a look out here from the rock. It's not a beautiful sunny day, but it's still pretty. And down there is the town of Pineville. And that is why the chain is on this big rock we're standing on, supposedly, to keep this rock from smashing Pineville. All right, let's go up on the place where the rock is tied to the mountain and have a look. Okay, here's the trail that takes us to the top of the rock that the other rock is tied to. This is going to be pretty hairy, so I'll meet you on top of the rock. Well, we're almost there. I will warn you about the trail coming up on this rock. This is from a time when there were no handrails and you took your life in your own hands, so be careful if you decide to come up on the rock here like I've done. Because if you fall, you fall. So we're coming through this last little bit here. Oh my goodness. Whew, look at that view. Wow. And there is the other end of that chain. And you can see it going down over there. I'm not going any further than this. Because again, like I said, this is from a time when there was no handrails or safety devices to keep you back. They will let you climb this rock any way you want to. So if you have children, please be careful. Matter of fact, if you're an adult, please be careful. But the view is just, I don't have words for it. Well, folks, I can't top this, so I guess this is as good a place as any to end this adventure. I hope you liked today's adventure. If you did, be sure to give us a like. Don't forget to share, and especially, please, please subscribe. Thanks for coming today, and we'll see y'all next time.